Well, this is day 14 of my 30 days of video. And if you've been following these closely, you're going to notice that I have actually skipped a day. And the reason is I've been doing some planning and masterminding and brainstorming to cover a topic that can be very huge and very complicated. And I have looked at how to break it down into some very simple, easy to understand steps, and then we'll see where it goes from there. And so, actually, probably the next few days are going to be on this topic. And what this is on our health. Now, I believe that there are three areas of our health. There's our physical health, there's our environmental health, and then there's financial health. So for the next few days, we're going to talk about our physical health, what we can do to improve it, what we can do to help prevent maybe some major illnesses down the road, or if you're even in major illness right now where you're dealing with things such as arthritis or diabetes or even cancer, some things that you can do to help get you back to the optimal health. So what we're going to look at today is what I call the ladder of health, and it's actually three parts to it. There is the neutral zone, which is where most of us are probably born in that neutral zone, maybe a little bit higher than that. But for the most part, we we're not experiencing any major symptoms of disease. We may not feel good or really great and have this high energy level, but we're also not feeling really, really bad where we just can't hardly get up out of bed in the morning. So it's sort of the neutral zone. Then you can see these are steps that are going to lead to optimal health. And you can notice as steps, you have to work at climbing steps. You have to take one step at a time, at a time, at a time, and it takes work to get up. So you have to be very proactive if you want to get up to optimal health. And then the third part is the slide. And what this is the slide that leads to premature death. The reason it's a slide is because it's very, very easy to slide down into disease and to premature death. It's so much easier just to sit there and watch that TV program and not go out and exercise or eat that convenience food or run by McDonald's and get the hamburger and fries and your meal's taken care of for the day and you fed your children and you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen. It's very easy to fall into very bad eating habits. So what we're going to talk about are symptoms of this area of falling down into disease, and then also steps to take up into optimal health. And it may take me a couple days to cover this because I don't want to make this a 30-hour or even a 30-minute video. But so very quickly, we're going to cover a few steps today. One is the first step, and that is what I call awareness. That's what's happening right now. If you are not already aware of this, I hope that you will be by the end of this video. And that is that you do have major control over how you feel. There are some unforeseen circumstances have been out of your control, accident, an injury, that type of thing. Also, genetics plays a part in our health, but the reality is only about 10% of our genetics plays a part, and the 90% is actually choices that we make every day for good or for bad. So it's to become aware that you do have control over how you feel and what your health level is. The next step is to develop knowledge. And there's a couple types of knowledge I'm going to talk about. One is to know what your numbers are, assess your health. Is it good? Is it bad? Do you have high cholesterol? Do you have high blood pressure? What is your weight? What's your energy level? Take an assessment of those. Some of us just simply looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I need to do something about that. And the other is going to the doctor and finding out what your fasting blood sugars are and what your cholesterol levels are, and these different parameters that can indicate either that you have a disease or that you're heading that way. And the other type of knowledge is to go out there and educate yourself on the things that you can do that are healthy for you. And that's part of what this video is about as well, is giving you some knowledge that you can take and apply to your life, and again start taking these steps up to optimal health. The next step is what I call attitude, or you could even call it vision. The reason I added vision in there is we all know the benefits of a positive attitude and looking for the best in life, and I've even made a few videos about that. On gratitude is a very good attitude to have to help overcome negative things that are going on in your life and to keep that positive perspective. But also, it's that attitude, that can do attitude. I can make these changes, and I am willing to do the tough stuff and the things that aren't easy and the things that are unpleasant for a while. And that's also about that vision, seeing what your ultimate goal is and having that always in your mind, so that as you're going through steps, and if you're someone that's, say, very, very overweight, and you have a long ways to go. It may be 100 pounds, a couple 100 pounds, or it may even be 50 or 75 pounds. It's a lot of weight to lose. But if you have that vision of being thin and of being fit and feeling good and being able to chase after your grandchildren and ride the bikes and run and play golf without becoming worn out, waking up every morning ready to face the day and sleeping well throughout the night. Having that vision of doing those things is going to help you again go up this ladder, these steps to optimal health. The next few I'm going to just talk about them just very briefly, and I'm going to do some more in-depth videos on those over the next couple days. And the first one is healthy weight. We know the importance of healthy weight. I don't really hardly have to talk to you about it. We also understand that we have a huge overweight problem in our country, and if we don't do something about it, it's going to increase our healthcare costs to the point that we're going to be completely bankrupt, if we're not already at that point now. But we can do something about that with our healthy weight. I read a statistic today that 1 out of 6 cancer deaths could be prevented if people had healthy weight. And then there's restful sleep. Not just restful sleep, but adequate sleep. If you think that you can get by on 2 to 3 hours of sleep every night, you're fooling yourself, and you really, really are hurting your health. So make a goal of getting consistent 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep, whatever it is that your body needs to completely recover. Set a routine nighttime habit so that you consistently go to bed at the same time and you wake up at the same time. Have a routine that you follow before you go to bed. It helps you to unwind and relax. And we'll talk about. I'll give you a few tips on that on a next video that I'll be doing in the next day or two. And then the next three are I'm going to go into more detail in a video, just the 3 of those, because I think these 3 things, if you would make those your goal of focusing on these 3 things, this will help with so many other issues that you might be having. And they are diet, exercise, and supplementation. Okay, so I'm going to let you think about those for a while. If you would like to leave some comments in the box below about turnarounds that you have had in your health, because there are some amazing, amazing stories out there of people that have been barely able to get off the couch and walk to the kitchen to get something to eat, to where they just decided one day, that's it, I'm making the change, and then go out and start doing positive things. And today are routinely riding 60, 80, 100 miles on the bike and thinking nothing of it and completely off of medications. So I would love to hear your turnaround health stories and share those with all my readers and the followers on this blog, because I think that again goes back to awareness, knowledge, attitude, and vision, where people can see, yes, there are people that have done what you're wanting to do. So it's also encouragement. So please share with us some of your great turnaround health stories, and I will see you tomorrow when I talk about the slide. Okay, bye.